Welcome into the PrimeTime 2014 National Championships. I'm Matt Reynolds. We are in our 8th game of the day. It will be ETE as the visiting team against the OK Lady Vols here on the PrimeTime Sports Network at the IAD in Carrollton, Texas. It's been a great day of basketball so far. Neither of these teams have played yet today. These are their first games of the day. Lady Vols and ETE are in Pool G. And they will play, this will be their only game for today. They will come back tomorrow. And the OK Lady Vols' first game tomorrow is at 5:40 against the Comets. Right here on Court 5, we will have that broadcast for you. And the ETE's first game tomorrow will be at 5:40 as well on Court 2. It looks like we're about ready for the tip of tonight's game. Official talking to the players, sorting it out, letting them know everything. Lady Vols will be in white, trimmed with kind of a blue tint, orange letters. ETE in all red, lined in white. It looks like we're sorted out and ready to roll. The opening tip, easily controlled by ETE. The Vols don't even try for it as they don't have very much height. Setting at about 5'11" as their tallest player on the floor right now. ETE working it down low and gets an easy first basket to take a 2-0 lead over the Vols. OK Lady Vols and lose a close one. That's Isabella Bacon. Dribbled it off her foot and out of bounds. ET will take back over with the lead 2-0. And a three-pointer from the left side wing. Put up and missed by Tiffany Simmons. They rebound it, get the 2-point. 4-0 is our early score. ETE on top of the OK Lady Vols. Matt Reynolds here at the 2014 Primetime National Championships on the Primetime Sports Network. As OK Lady Vols turned over for the second straight possession, and their coach not happy at all. He wants a timeout. Wants to meet with his young ladies and sort some things out. As he knows, you can't get too far down in this tournament, or it could very quickly turn into a blowout, as we've seen in our first few games of the day, which seemed like they were yesterday. It has been a long day here at the IAD. This is in our 8th game. We are 8th game. Let's give you the 5 on the floor for the Lady Vols. Audrey Billy, Isabella Bacon, Marissa Gridner, Taryn Fugate, Sierra Scott. That's your 5 on the floor. Is ETE able to add to their lead and make it 7-0. Vols, top of the key. Go around the right side, up to Bacon. And swing it around to Gridner. Shot put up. Bacon comes down with the board. She fires it around. Thought about a 3. Pump fake. Driving in. Now OK Lady Vols lose the ball and ET headed the other way. Shot put up by Duncan. Can't get it to fall. Kicked out to the left side baseline. Driving. Can't get the basket to fall, but fouled. And heading to the line for 2 shots will be Ty Barlow. 5 on the floor for ETE is Ty Barlow, Kristen James, Tiffany Simmons. His first free throw rims out. Maya Williams and Kiki Jones. Checking into the game for the first time is Cayman Mott. Second free throw. She'll try to add on and make it an 8-0 lead. Is up. And good. 8-0 run here to start the game for ETE. And now some pressure. Okay, Lady Vols, Fugate in some trouble. She throws it away. But a great block, and she gets a nice block, but she gets the rebound and steps right out of bounds. Coach of the Lady Vols coaching her up, letting her know you got to find your teammates in that position. Can't afford to be giving the ball away on a turnovers. We're already down 8-0. It's the 8-0 run, but we've seen in this tournament many streaks. Many streaks as the ball knocked out of bounds off the OK Lady Vols after a missed three-pointer in the corner by Cayman Mott. Top of the key, three, put up, in and out, Maya Williams. Outside now, a nice pass from Maya Williams down low to set up Kiki Jones for her first basket. As now they lead 10-0. OK Lady Vols in desperate need of points, and they get their first basket. It rolls around and falls down for Sierra Scott. 10-2. Matt Reynolds here courtside at court 5 of the IAD here in Carrollton, Texas for the Primetime National Championship. Shot netted by Mott. That's a three-pointer. Feet just on the outside of the three-point line. Mott has came off the bench, sixth man, and provided a boost. Shot for the OK Vols doesn't fall, and then, man, a collision on the court. Ouch. She gets up. Seems to be fine. That was Fugate, who was collided with ETE's Ty Barlow. And a new check-in for ETE is Alexis Hood. ETE fires up a quick shot, can't get it to fall. Also checking in is Madre Haywood. She has the ball now, kicks it off to the right side wing. The tray is up, and it's good. AT just tacking onto their lead. That was Tiffany Simmons. She's had a nice start to the evening. 6 points, 6 of the 16. 16-2, they lead the OK Lady Vols. So far, it's been no contest. OK Lady Vols not getting their first points until it was 10-0. Now we've got a tie up on the floor. Arrow is going to favor the OK Lady Vols. OK Lady Vols get it inbounded. They'll swing it around to Bacon on the right side. Shot up, rims in and out. A nice board down low, but going to be blocked. No foul called on the contact as Brianna Murcott not able to get it to fall. Brianna Merchant. She's a new check-in the last time out. Also checking in for the OK Lady Vols as ETE just keeps tacking on to the lead. Cayman Mott knocking down the three. That's her third of the evening. And a pass going to be intercepted by ETE. They keep it in bounds just barely. Lady Vols have got to get going on the offensive end because ETE has been just dominant here so far. New check-in for the Lady Vols. Destiny Richards gets the ball. She puts up a shot. Has it blocked and out of bounds. And now we'll have three subs, mass subs here for ETE. Coming in is Maya Williams. Joining her will be Kristen James. And Kiki Jones checking back in as well. (19-2) is our score here in the first half. 11-12 to go. This is the 8th game. We've got 2 more after this before we call it a night. Then we'll be back here at 10:20. Bright and early. Be back here ready for another day, full day of basketball. As our last game tonight is supposed to start at 9:20. And we've been running a little bit late. So it may start even later than that and go well into the 10 o'clock hour. Good 12 hours of basketball. This is a 4-day tournament. Bracket play begins Saturday, as pool play will be wrapped up tomorrow. OK Lady Vols having trouble with it, and ETE just making them pay off the rebound of the miss. Kristen James puts it in for 2, 21-2. OK Lady Vols working around the perimeter. Shot is rejected by Kiki Jones. I believe they are going to get her on the foul. And that'll send Brianna Merchant to the line for 2. It's her first trip to the line. And she's at the free throw line here. Thank you for joining us here on our first day. First broadcast, first free throws up and in. Second free throw. And OK Lady Vols, when you're struggling like this, you need all the free throws you can get. And she knocks down both of them. Nicely done by Brianna Merchant. Maya Williams at the top of the key. Guarded closely by Destiny Richards. They get it in down low. And a nice steal by Brianna Merchant. She's headed the other way, calling out the play. She's going down the floor. Kicks it off to Isabel Bacon in the wing for 3. In and out. Brianna Merchant fighting for the ball. And her fight for the ball gets a jump ball. And that ball is going to be headed towards ATE's way. ET brings it up to Maya Williams. She launches an NBA range 3 off the backboard, no good. She gets her own board. She kicks it out, and it's knocked away by Destiny Richards. And AT will maintain possession here with 10 minutes exactly to go on the clock. Here on the PrimeTime Sports Network. And a nice inbounds play. Inbounds play there. OK Lady Vols, top of the key. OK Lady Vols drive it in, up for 2, and she's fouled. She'll have 2 shots. That's Brianna Merchant. We're experiencing a little technical difficulties here on the set. We'll get it figured out shortly. First shot is no good. 23-4. We had a small technical difficulty. We apologize for that. But we're back on. Here at the Primetime National Championships, I'm Matt Reynolds. It's 25-6. ETE leads the OK Lady Vols, and it's not been close from the start. And a nice shot by Madre Haywood. She's knocked down on the contact and still able to knock down the shot. OK Lady Vols have struggled to get anything going here in the first half. Left corner three, it's an air ball from Cunningham. Back the other way goes ETE. Shot put up and in by Alexis Hood. Make it 29-6. OK Lady Vols have it in the corner. They just have not been able to get anything going offensively. ETE led 10-0 before the Lady Vols got on the board. Here's a deep three. That's too long off the glass. ETE with the board. That's Ty Barlow. She gets it up to Kristen James. Gonna have a foul. And head the other way now. OK Lady Vols with two check-ins. Checking back into the game is Destiny Richards and Isabella Bacon. And it looks like we're gonna have a timeout here with 7:41 to go. We appreciate our crew. Chris White, Jake Stillman, Malik Carter, Jamal James, Elliot LeBlain, Kiwan Sandusky, Luke Stillman, and Lindsay Deline. They're doing a great job. We've had a few technical difficulties throughout the day, but whatever we've had, they've worked through them and done a fantastic job. This is our 8th broadcast that we've done here, webcasted on Primetime Sports Network of the 2014 Primetime National Championships here at IAD. I'm Matt Reynolds. Here in the first half, we got 7:40 to go. 29-6 in Pool G we're playing in here. Everybody in Pool G will play one game today, just this one game. There's also the other two teams playing on Court 2. Houston Lady Fireballers and the Comets playing on Court 2. And then all the teams will play two games tomorrow. Isabella Bacon with it on the left side wing. She kicks it and gets it right back now over to Gridner. Back to Bacon at the top of the key. OK Lady Vols working it around, trying to get a nice shot just inside the three-point line. Brianna Merchant puts up a shot. She can't get it to fall. The other way goes Alexis Hood. She drives coast to coast, puts it in up and in off the glass. 31-6 is now the lead for ETE. They tried to get the pass, and the OK Lady Vols try to get the long pass to Bacon, and they can't get that to fit in there, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, so inbounding the ball for the Lady Vols will be Destiny Richards. Lady Vols trying to work it in, just get it in before the 5-second call. Get it in, Gridner. Gridner over the left side to Bacon, a deep three, in and out. Thought she had it, it looked online, but it was no good. Left side wing, Maya Williams, she'll drive in. She stopped, double team, now she gives out. Pick and pop, Tiffany Simmons. She can't get it to fall. Now Bacon heading the other way. Gives it in the corner. Back to Bacon, she'll try a three, and that's an air ball, too short. The Vols have struggled offensively. That is the nicest way to put it here in the first half. They just haven't been able to get it going. Whereas ETE, they've been dynamite from the start, and they just haven't let up. Bacon with the rebound. Now she'll press it up, try for the Lady Vols, and right as I say that, she slows it down. They need to try to get something going here. Cut into the lead a little bit here before the half. They've got just under 6 minutes now. Pass over Bacon's head. She'll regroup. Gives it off to Gridner. Back to Bacon now. Right side elbow, in and out. Rebound fought for and won by ETE. Now they'll kick it out. and body on the floor now, but the pass goes to Alexis Hood. They get it to her, and there's going to be a foul call. Foul will be called on the OK Lady Vols, Marissa Grudner. That's our first. ETE in command. And well command here, 31-6. Shot is up and good by Alexis Hood. We'll be back here all weekend as we're back tomorrow. Starting at 10 o'clock. We'll be here a little earlier than 10, but we'll be broadcasting our first game at 10:20. And we're going every night until the 10 o'clock hour. Full 12 hours of basketball, 10 games a day. Rebound goes to the OK Lady Vols, Brittany Merchant. She gives it up. The right side wing three by Fugate is off the mark. You know, the OK Lady Vols have shot so many threes here in the first half. Maybe it's about time they just start driving in, which they have drove in some, but if you're not making those outside shots, there comes a time and a point you got to start driving in. And a foul is going to be called on Merchant as she hacks Cayman Mott. Mott will head to the line for her first time. With 5:05 to go here in the first half. Now, if the score remains the same, if there's a 25-point lead heading into the second half, it will be a running clock. They've had to do that twice today in the early two games. Hopefully, OK Lady Vols can get back in this one, and we'll have a competitive ball game here on the PrimeTime Sports Network. I'm Matt Reynolds. First free throw was missed by Mott. Second free throw on the way, and he can count it. OK Lady Vols get it in. New check-in to the game. Audrey Billy. She checks in for the first time. Feet are on the line as she jacks up a long two. At the top of the key, she can't get that to fall. Maya Williams headed back the other way. She dishes off to Alexis Hood. The tray from the left side wing is nothing but net. It's money. And that's how it's gone for ETE. They've been money this half. They've got 36 points. They lead by 30 over the OK Lady Vols, and a jump ball on the other end. Sierra Scott got tied up with a couple of players from ETE. Appreciate you joining us for this broadcast. Inbounding it for the OK Lady Vols will be Audrey Billy. She turns the ball over, and Alexis Hood will have for ETE. She chases it down, passes it off, and putting it up and in for ETE with ease is Cayman Mott. And this one has turned into a rout, folks. Another turnover. And no, the OK Lady Vols are able to get the ball back, but then they turn it. Oh, Fugate saves it. Nearly went out of bounds here. Nice save by her. Get it on the right side to Bacon, and it's stolen away. ETE headed the other way. It's Kristen James. She puts it up and in off the glass. Count it. It's 40-6. This may be a 40-point lead by the time we get to the half. Because ETE, they're not slowing down. They're not slowing down. They're playing tough, fast, tenacious defense, and turnovers have led to the OK Lady Vols deficit here. Alexis Hood to inbound. She gets it to Bacon. Isabella Bacon has it at the top of the key. She swings it to the right side to Marissa Grudner. Inside the two. Put up and no good for Sierra Scott. ETE back the other way. Tiffany Simmons passes off to Kristen Mott. She airballs, but they save it back in. And Tiffany Simmons has it back. Now she hands off And the tray is nailed by Mott. It's 43-6. This is ugly. 2:58 to go. Okay, Lady Vols, you just got to look for some positive points here. Get some more points on the board. It's been 5 minutes since their last field goal. They need some points here. Pump fake. Kick it out to Bacon. On the right side. And the tray, a little long for Marissa Greidner. Back the other way, and a nice defense by OK Lady Vols, but ETE's Kristen James able to get through traffic, kicks it off to Haywood. She can't get it to fall. Greidner back the other way. She thought she had a teammate that was looking. Isabella Bacon was looking the other way. Turned over. ETE back the other way. Mott up for two and in. 45-6. ETE now leads the OK Lady Vols. Greidner drives in. She'll put it up for two and in. It's her first points on the night. And that's a big basket. They break a 6-minute spell of no points. Maybe they can start scoring some more points. They're not going to win this game as Mott throws up the the three-pointer, pardon me, and misses. You're probably not going to win this game unless you have a massive comeback. But you can have some positive things come out of this game, and you've got the majority of your games tomorrow in pool play, 2 more tomorrow. Shot put up, no good. Up again, and count it. As Kiki Jones knocking it in on the third attempt. That's one thing the OK Lady Vols cannot have. They cannot allow teams to have 3 chances. It's 47-8. The three from way downtown is short by Taryn Fugate. And 2 check-ins for the OK Lady Vols. Checking back in the game is Brianna Merchant and Destiny Richards. Checking out will be Taryn Fugate and Adria Billy. OK Lady Vols playing with 7 players. 1 minute to go here in the first half. 47-8 is our score. Matt Reynolds here at the PrimeTime National Championships at IAD Main Court, number 5. OK Lady Vols needing to get it across the half court. They do so. Get it in the corner. Destiny Richards, she's long for 3. And ET headed the other way and quick. Stolen away by Greidner. She's headed the other way now. She'll pull up for 2, can't get it to fall. We're at 23.7 seconds when the clock stops from a foul, and that foul is going to be on Isabella Bacon. That's Isabella Bacon's second foul on the night. And ET headed the other way. The shot from 3 is drained. A nice shot by Kristen James to make it 50-8. ET on top. OK Lady Vols. Richards has it. Over in the corner for 3. Too long. Shot by Sierra Scott, too long, and that'll end our first half here at the PrimeTime Sports and National Championships. I'm Matt Reynolds, and at the half, ET dominate. They lead 50-8 here in pool play for Pool G at our 7 o'clock game. We actually got a little bit of an early start on this one, so maybe we'll be able to catch up on the time that we were behind on. But we have 2 more games after this. 2 more broadcasts for you, and then our night is done until the morning. We'll be back. Keep it tuned here as we are going to take about a minute 30 break, and we will be back with the second half. ET on top, 50-8. I'm Matt Reynolds. Be back with more at the PrimeTime Sports National Championships after this. Welcome back to the Primetime Sports National Championships from Carrollton, Texas. I'm Matt Reynolds, joined now by Michael Knight for the second half. ETE dominates the OK Lady Vols in the first half, 50-8. There's no other way to go about it. It was a complete domination. We'll have a running clock, you would think, for the whole half here in the second half.
Yeah, the only, according to this tournament's rules, the only way the clock goes back to a regulation clock is if the team that was trailing by 25 points or more gets it within 20. And I don't think there's any scenario where the Lady Vols, unfortunately, get within 20 points here.
Unless they just light it up from the field, it's probably not going to happen tonight. Inbounding the ball is Ty Barlow for ETE, who was just pretty much unstoppable in the first half, forcing turnovers for Lady Vols and getting points from those turnovers. Turnover quickly, though, for ETE. Headed the other way are the Lady Vols. That's Audrey or Billy. She steps out of bounds and turns it right back over.
Yeah, you know what? It's hard to tell in games like this, and we've had a couple blowouts here today. You know, it's hard to tell whether, you know, one team is just really, really good or the other team just doesn't match up well. I think it's safe to say that ETE is one of the better teams in this field.
They certainly have looked like it here in the first half. We'll see what they can do here in the second half with the running clock. Merchant with the ball at the top of the key. She gets it over to Bacon and into the corner for an open three. That is missed by Greidner. She gets her own rebound. Can't get that one. Okay, Lady Vols battling early, and Sierra Scott puts it up and in. That's a nice sign to see from OK Lady Vols when in the last 10 minutes of the first half they scored 2 points. Here in the first couple minutes they get on the board in the second half. And Sierra Scott pulls down the board. She'll get it up to Isabella Bacon. Isabella Bacon pulls up just inside the three-point line. Can hit the two. Contact, no foul called. And they're going to say kick the ball, and they're going to give the ball to the Lady Vols. That's one of those, I'm pretty sure it went off Lady Vols, but foul scenarios where the ref
but there should have also been a foul call. Yeah.
So the ref just gives him the ball. Merchant has it in the corner. She'll throw it away, and headed the other way is Alexis Scott on a fast break. She's outnumbered, and she falls down, and she's going to be on the line.
Yeah, her knee was on the baseline. A little sloppy play to start the second half, so it's a good thing that the clock is just going to continue to run. This game will be over here shortly.
Yeah, I mean, it can be about as sloppy as you want, honestly. That could be lackadaisical when you got a 40-point lead. Greidner tosses it over to Scott. Scott driving in, puts the shot up, and she's fouled, hit the eye. That looked tough. I know how it's tough to get hit in the eye when you get poked in the eye, but she'll head to the line for her first free throws of the night. We got a good one over there on court 6. It's tied, 46-45, 1 second left. .009. First shot is up and in by Scott.
I think I might go over there for the finish.
Go on ahead.
Just see what happens. See a buzzer beater or something.
Might. Second is up for Scott and good as well. Bringing it up to 4 for ETE is Kristen James. He's guarded by Brianna Merchant. She kicks it off to Alexis Hood, who jacks up a 15-footer. Can't get it to fall. A nice save by Merchant to Bacon. Up now to Billy. Billy sets her feet, puts up a shot. Can't get it to fall, and now two players will fall to the floor. And jump ball. Ball is going to, let's see who they're going to give it to. The arrow says ETE, but they're going to give it to the OK Lady Vols.
There was no buzzer beater in that other game, by the way. It's 46-45. If you're not familiar with the gymnasium where we are, it's a really nice setup to where I could be sitting right here at court 5, you know, watching the ETE Oklahoma Lady Vols game. Almost called them Tennessee, full disclosure. And I can see the finish on the other court. It's a really nice setup here.
Shot put up and missed by Mott. She gets another shot at it, a three. A little short. Rebound still battled for. And what do you know? Maya Williams comes up with it. We'll see if they give her the shooting foul. She was definitely passing the ball to her teammate, but you never know.
I mean, you look at the clock, and a lot of this has to do with a running clock situation, but ETE has gone 4.5 minutes without scoring.
Yep, that's a positive. You got to take positives as the OK Lady Vols out of this game, because you got 2 more games tomorrow, and those are really the 2 games. ETE, they look like they're gonna win this pool. Now I don't know about the other 2 teams; they may be good teams as well.
Man, I'll tell you what, if there's a better team than this,
we're in for a great game, because ETE has shown well, and I don't think it's all just the OK Lady Vols on how they've played. It's been ETE and the pressure they've provided. As a nice basket put in by Marissa Greidner. OK Lady Vols are getting more going here in the second half. If you're keeping score of the second half, they're winning 6-3. Make it 6-6 now after that 3-pointer from ETE's Ty Barlow. But of course, you got to keep in the first half. So they're down by a lot. Let's just leave it at that. Bacon puts it in the corner. Childers. She gives a nice pass to Merchant, but she's rejected by Kristen James, who takes it the other way. She goes coast to coast, kicks it out to the right corner, and drained. The 3 is drained by Tiffany Simmons. ETE, man, they're the best team we've seen all day. At least that I've seen.
You wonder if they can keep up this shooting, into tomorrow and into Saturday once bracket play starts.
Yeah.
It's hard to stay hot over a 3 or 4 day period.
It is, but I think the pressure, they're not showing any pressure now. I mean, there's no need to. But the pressure they provided in the first half really gave the Vols trouble. And if they can have that same pressure and get those turnovers and easy, fast break points, they're going to be tough to beat. Tough to beat. Sierra Scott over to Greidner. Back now to Fugate, now to Greidner. And nice pass into Merchant. She gets a nice look at the basket. And the Lady Vols are starting to move the ball and get a little progress going. They foul down low. It's going to go against Greidner. The ETE will go to the line for 2. Shooting 2 will be Tiffany Simmons. And the clock is still running. So when you head to the line, with the clock still running, it takes a lot of time, especially when you do the subs, check all that, and you basically get a minute off.
Yeah, you're about to lose, just like you said, a minute 15 on shooting 2 free throws. What does the ETE stand for?
Yeah, see, I don't know. I went over there to the coach. His shirt doesn't say nothing but ETE. So they're just ETE. That's all I got for it.
It's not helpful.
Texas EE. ETE.
Exciting Texas entertainment. That's what it should be. I'm entertained.
That was pretty nice what you just came up with there.
That's right off the top of my head.
Nice.
I did not spend the last 20 minutes thinking.
I was about to say, was that what you did the first half? Sarah Scott couldn't get one to fall. Now ETE just working around. Nice play by Sierra Scott with the steal. Now she'll give it off to teammate Brianna Merchant. Tries to track it down. She's not going to get there. It's going to go off ETE. Off of Ty Barlow. And the Lady Vols will retain possession. 7:40 left to go here in the first half. Or second half, pardon me. This was the first half, man, 60 points. Bacon puts up a shot. She's fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. Her second trip to the line. Bacon, first free throw's up and in. I'm going to give a shout out to our crew today. We've had a great broadcast as we're now in our 8th game. Chris White, Jake Stillman, Malik Carter, Jamal James, Elliot Lebain, Keegan Sandusky, Luke Stillman, and Lindsey Delane. They've done a great job keeping us on air today. Here at the PrimeTime National Championships, first day of pool play.
Game 8 of 10. It's been a long day.
We got 10 more tomorrow.
Yeah. At least we know what to expect tomorrow.
We've got 20 on Saturday. I'm kidding. I don't know how many we have
I'm
on
sick.
Saturday.
I won't be there.
Oh, man. 6:46 left. The clock did stop, in case you were wondering. The timeout does stop the clock. Clock does not run through the timeouts. Otherwise, the game might be over.
I think it should. Like, that's the point of a running clock. It's running all the time.
ET gets the ball inbounds. Nothing doing. Isabella Bacon with the board. She's headed down. Nice pass to Sierra Scott. She puts up a three, just a little short. Richards checks back into the game. She's down there and with Brianna Merchant, who ties it up. Tells the referee, great job, taps him. I don't know really what she said, but she smiled, so I'm at it.
She might have called him a bum. You don't know.
She might have.
Told him it was a terrible call.
Jump ball does go to ET.
But as long as she has a smile on her face, it comes across as positive.
That's true. ET checking back into the game for ET is Madre Haywood. Shot put up on the left wing there, can't fall. Sierra Scott driving the floor. She got away with an arm bar right as I say that. She didn't get away. Yep, it's going the other way. That's a foul. Can't exactly just put your elbow and extend it. They're going to get you on that one every time. ET heading the other way.
Exciting Texas entertainment.
Tiffany Simmons. And that's going to be a walk called against Alexis Hood. Hadn't been many turnovers today for ET. Checking back in the game, mass subs for ET. Maya Williams checks back in, along with Tiffany Simmons. And, pardon me, not Tiffany Simmons, Caden Mott. And down low, Kiki Jones checks back in. 60-18 at the PrimeTime National Championships. Matt Reynolds alongside Michael Knight. Here on the main court in the IAD facility, court 5, as Isabella Bacon banks a nice shot in to cut the deficit. ET puts up a shot just inside the three-point line. They're not slowing down at all. Shot does not fall. I will say, hey, they've only scored 10 points in the first half. Like you said, running clock attributes to that, but Lady Vols are playing much better defense here in the second half, and maybe it's a little case of ET, a little fatigued as well. Merchant with the ball. She kicks it to Bacon. Bacon, foot on the line. Can't get it to fall anyways. This is too short. Rebound out to Haywood. She gives it to Williams, who dashes it in the corner. And the three is airballed. Way too long. Back out to Haywood now. Haywood, she's going to be fouled and take the ball out of bounds as the clock approaches 3:30. Maya Williams to inbound. She gets it in. Back to her now. Williams throws it down low, tries to at least, to Kiki Jones. And the ball floats out of bounds. 60-20 our score. AT on top by 40 over the OK Lady Vols, who have struggled mightily in the first half, but here in the second half they've held their own. I will say they've actually scored right with ET, 10-10 in the second half. But ET just dominated them in the first half. Maya Williams headed the other way for ET off of the missed shot by the Lady Vols. She gives it to Mott. Mott goes up, has it knocked out of her hands. And the Lady Vols will take over possession. Bringing it up. And a nice tray by Sierra Scott. She's in double digits. Maya Williams has it at the top of the key, kicks it off to the left side for a tray from Mott. Bounces around, and it's been that kind of day for ET. They're getting the rolls. Up the floor, Sierra Scott with a deep three. She nearly netted 2 straight. Just off the mark. Maya Williams headed back the other way quickly. And she backs it out now. Gives it over for another 3. In and out from Mott. And they're trying to get the sub in, hitting the scoreboard a billion times. And they do. Alexis Hood comes in. She'll come in for Mott. Mott didn't want to come out. Well, guess what? She's not going to. Maya Williams walks off the floor. Alexis Hood comes in. She'll get a 3 ball immediately. Can't get that. She'll get the board. Puts it back up. Can't get that to fall. And OK Lady Vols. Marissa Gridner comes down with the board. Richards crosses over in her highlighter shoes, puts up a shot. That's blocked. Merchant now battling for it with Kiki Jones, and OK Lady Vols will retain possession. Checking back into the game for the OK Lady Vols is Audrey Billy. Billy checks in for Gridner. And they'll get it inbound here. Under a minute to go. And the 3-pointer put up by Merchant from the left corner, no good. Sierra Scott tries to get it, put it back up and in. She can't get that to go. Mott the other way. She'll put up 2, can't get that to go. She's fouled, and that's going to do it. In all likelihood, that will end your ball game as we're at 20 seconds. She's going to shoot 2, maybe just 1, and we're going to call it a game. Here at the PrimeTime Sports National Championships. This is in Pool G. One and only game today for both these teams. And that does it. Ball game. She knocks down the free throw. And it's 64-25 is our final score. ETE on top of the OK Lady Vols. Final quick thoughts of our game number 8 on the day.
ETE's really good. I mean, that's all you really need to say. It's a really good squad. They got shooters. I'll be interested to see how much they can keep up this shooting over the next several days. Obviously, they can probably win games in a variety of ways. This time they just shot the lights out of the building. You know, I'd be interested to see them in a defensive battle with that pressure. They were able to lay off in the end. So it'll be interesting to see them over the next couple of days.
It definitely will. Our final score from Court 5 at the IAD at the PrimeTime Sports National Championships. 64-25, ET wins, defeating the OK Lady Vols to advance to 1-0 in Pool G, and the OK Lady Vols fall to 0-1. For Michael Knight, I'm Matt Reynolds. We'll be back with game number 9 after this.